So guys, here we are. I'm at a loss for words. I really am. There's so much I want to say. Firstly, most importantly, I just want to thank absolutely every single one of you that have either liked my videos, that have commented on them, that have even just watched the videos, and especially those of you that have subscribed, because none of this would have been possible without you guys. You guys are absolutely awesome. So thank you so much. We hit 1,000 subscribers. It's so flipping cool. I honestly cannot believe it. And for those of you that have been following my channel for a long time, you know what that means. That means that Happy Chappy has to take me out for supper. If you guys don't understand what I'm talking about, you can check that up there. There should be a little notification basically taking you back to a video where a fellow YouTuber and I decided, cool, whoever gets to 1,000 subscribers first wins. The loser has to take them out for supper. So yeah, Dan, you owe me. But guys, I just want to say thank you so much. This really is just incredibly surreal, and I have no idea what this hair strand is doing. I have it on high authority that my hair looks good today, but I'm honestly just not feeling it. Okay, so guys, I'm busy editing now, and if you hadn't noticed, I'm about to point it out to you, but there is toothpaste on the side of my mouth because I'd brushed my teeth just before filming, and now I feel like an idiot, but there's nothing I can do about it except the fact that I've pretty much spent this entire video with toothpaste on the side of my mouth. Yay. And another thing, guys, I just really want to say before we carry on with this video is, I don't know if you guys saw, but we have got a new logo. Boom, right there, and that was actually drawn for me by the absolutely fantastic Psychedillo. So you can check her out on Instagram. Her link will be in the description down below. So seriously, Danny, thank you so much. It's absolutely awesome, and I really do appreciate it. So guys, let's actually jump into the bread and butter of this video. We're going to be reading all of the biggest, meanest, nastiest hate comments that I've received on my road to 1,000 subscribers. And the reason I've decided to do this is because, to be 100% honest, everybody is so incredibly supportive. I always receive positive comments, whether they're on my YouTube videos or they're just WhatsApps or even Facebook messages. You guys telling me that you enjoy the content, that you like to see the fact that the channel is growing. And it really just makes me feel so happy, and I appreciate every single one of those messages. Guys, thank you so much. But every now and again, I do get a bit of a nasty message. And so I decided, let me put those on a pedestal today. Let's look at them together and let's just have fun, because honestly for me this is just a moment of celebration, and so we're going to celebrate by looking at the exact opposite of what I like to receive in my YouTube comments. So basically, I'm just going to be reading them off of my phone. I hope you guys do not mind. I've just screenshotted all of them, so there are no particularly planned order. I did just spend the last hour going through all of my YouTube videos, reading every single comment, finding which ones were the worst of the worst. So they're in no particular comment, so we might jump from video to video to video. And some of them will be worse, some of them won't be as bad, but let's jump right into it. Okay, so this very first comment is actually not a hate comment directed at me, but rather my comment section, and that is for the October faction video I did. And the comment reads, "I like this review." Thank you. "I like this review, but why are there so many Nazis in your comments?" Now, honestly, it's just a bunch of people that are really annoyed with the fact that the show and Netflix in general is just peddling so much politics and forced agendas into series, and really they just came in full force in this video. So if you want to check out what she's talking about in regards to Nazis, you can check it in my comments. I'm going to throw some of them on screen right now. But yeah, people were not happy with the series in the slightest. Okay, let's move on. Okay, we're going to be talking about the Goop Lab with Gwyneth Paltrow. Now, if you guys have watched my review, you know that I really didn't enjoy a particular episode for a very particular reason. And this lady has a big problem with that, and she says, "Dude, it's a vulva, get over it. Yeah, the niche is open-minded, which you most definitely are not." I would like to say I'm fairly open-minded, okay, but I'm a huge fan of limits. There are definitely limits, and I know for a fact that I do not want vulvas on screen. I just don't think that it's appropriate. Okay, and then, we've got another one on that Goop Labs video, and this is from Frozen Harlequin, and she says, "Doesn't trust Goop's claims because he hasn't researched them, thinks encouraging people to masturbate is wrong because God, kinda being a hypocrite there, aren't we?" Okay, so let's just dissect that for a little bit, okay, quickly. Doesn't trust Goop's claims because he hasn't researched them. So, in the video, I did mention that I haven't done a bunch of research on the episodes that aired. I had done a bunch of research on Goop before I watched the series, didn't like anything I saw. In regards to the actual episodes, I hadn't researched them before I made my review. Straight after I did the review, I did a bunch of research. Still don't like Goop, don't like anything. So there, I've done my research and I stand by what I said in my review. Things encouraging people to masturbate is wrong because God. Okay, so yes, there is an element of faith in the reason that I do not believe that we should just go around masturbating. Okay, that's just me personally. But there is a lot of scientific evidence to support the fact that becoming addicted to pornography and masturbation and stuff like that, it's not a very healthy lifestyle. And so when I said in my review that I don't want to promote a lifestyle where people encourage each other to just sleep around and masturbate and watch pornography and all of that sort of stuff, it comes from a very real place where I've done a ton of research. So, and I know from personal experience and what I've seen in my friends that sort of lifestyle can be incredibly toxic and not only change the way that you perceive others or perceive women, but how you perceive yourself and the way you interact with people. So I think it's very dangerous, and that's why I said that in my review. Moving on. Oh, okay, now we're going back to October Faction when we've got Adonis Swift. Okay, here we go. Did you even watch the whole show? Because you sound dumb as Okay. I did watch the whole show. I watch all of my shows before I review them. And honestly, most people agreed with me on this one. So, bro, you're entitled to your opinion. Okay, cool. This one was for Medical Police, which honestly is a show that I did not enjoy. I thought it was so boring. I didn't think it was funny at all. But people really enjoyed that, and you can see that in my like to dislike ratio, people didn't like what I had to say, and this is one of them. You're so full of it, the thing between American and Euro humor. There is not a joke every 3 seconds, dude. Each character carries their own weight and depth. You don't understand anything about this, and are babbling. So he's basically saying that I don't understand the difference between American and European humor. I'm pretty sure everyone understands the difference at this point. He just says I'm babbling on with a bunch of rubbish. You're entitled to your own opinion, bro. Okay, so guys, now we're going to jump across my video Messiah, which to date is my most successful video, and I'm very proud of it. But not lots of people liked what I had to say about it, and this is one of them. Bro, WTF are you trying to say what Jesus would do, say it happen? Jesus was a man, not God. Hayes was the Messiah, and your assumptions about what he would do or say are 99.9999% false. I just like that video. I mean, I like that comment because it's very hard to read. Grammar is all I'm going to say. Just read it for yourself. Oh, Caleb, you are exactly the type of know-it-all Christian. Read Revelations. This series critiques. This clearly went over your head because you're trapped in your dogma. Honestly, just watch my review. You'll understand what I said and why I said what I said. When I spoke about reading Revelations, I was specifically talking about the Christian characters that claim to pursue Christianity but never read their Bible. And that's why I said read Revelations, because it answers all the questions that the Christians in that series would have had. But this is, again, just people taking the series a little bit too seriously. Oh, I like this one. This guy, he just gets straight to the point. F you and your BS review. Thank you. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but thank you. Oh, okay, this is Kira Williams. She got touched with some of the stuff I had to say, and she says, buddy, your channel has an advantage because there aren't a ton of reviews on this show yet. As someone with a crucifix around his neck, you should have drawn a lot more religious nuggets from the Messiah's monologues and visual portrayals. I won't be subscribing, but dig a little deeper for your next video. I spend a solid majority of the video talking about the Messiah. I don't know what she wants from me. I was wearing a crucifix. Sue me. I'm a Christian. I'm a born-again Christian. Love Jesus. Awesome. Okay, now we're going to jump across to the earthquake bird. And this was my first review where my like to dislike ratio started to go a little bit more like this. I had a bit more of a controversial opinion about the film. I personally just thought it was very, very boring. I didn't like the story, stuff like that. And I got this little comment here. This guy's been very sneaky with me. I thought it was a pretty good film, though it takes a bit of intelligence to follow it. Yeah, that one actually stung a little bit, I won't lie. Okay, oh. Now this is what I call, okay, so this is a thread we're going to go on right now. This was about the Netflix series Netflix movie Klaus, and animated movie. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was brilliant. We're going to go for a roller coaster roundabout now. So, Austin comments, nothing about this oh, I got a text, sorry. Nothing about this film matters because of the following Bible principle. I saw all the works that were done under the sun, and look, everything was futile, a chasing after the wind. Besides, animation is a genre by nature, so nobody should care about how groundbreaking the animation style is. So I'm a bit like, this is weird. Okay, cool. You can always understand the hard work someone put into a project like this, and you can't deny its beauty. Of course, it doesn't stand up to the glory of God. This is just man-made and can't be compared to God. That's what I said. Then he comments, there is a good reason why I say what I say. IMDb and other websites have labeled animation as a genre. As a genre, there is no reason behind that. Okay, you get good animation, you get bad animation. I don't understand his point yet, but let's carry on, You get good animation, bad animation, simple as that. This was an example of good animation. Then he says, there is no such thing as so-called good or bad animation. As pointed out in Acts 10 verse 34, God is not partial. I don't know what that has to do with animation, but let's carry on. I said, but you aren't God. You're an individual created in his image, which is true, but you also have your own likes and preferences. He says, I'm not God. The bottom line is that at the end of the day, nothing about this film matters. And to a degree, you can say whatever you want to say, bro. So I go, so no film matters. Okay, and it just goes on and on and on. And he's just throwing out random Bible scriptures. Guys, honestly, I would recommend, I'm going to put my little notification up here. Click on this video and then find this comment thread. It's honestly priceless. Me and my friends talk about it to this day. So I say, so no film matters. He says, yes, especially when it comes to animated films, considering why countless websites have labeled animation as the genre. The following Bible principle could never be more truthful. And then he quotes the same Bible scripture again. Again, I don't understand why that scripture is the one that's standing out to him and why it's so important for him to repeat that in regards to animation. It makes no sense to me. So then I say, then why do you watch movies at all? The only reason I watch movies is merely for entertainment purposes only. Dude, well done. That's why people watch movies. I don't get it. He says, well, I guess this conversation is over. Nice conversing with you. Bye-bye. Then somebody else comes in and comments, animation ain't a genre by nature. It's a technique. And this sets them off all over again. And then it just goes on and on. Just honestly, jump across to the video, look at the comment thread. I wouldn't even be angry if you left this video right now to go watch it. It's something else. Austin, my man, just quality content, quality. So now we're going to jump across to another video and we're actually going to get into more proper hate comments. So finally, woohoo! Okay, so we're going to be talking about The King, which was a movie that I said was good, but that I personally felt dragged at times. And at times could feel a little bit boring. And two people in particular really didn't like what I had to say. One of them was Stephanie, and this is what she says. Your comments tell people not to see it. Who are you? It is not long. To you it feels long. Say that, but it's not a movie. You never spoke of the contemporary similarities. That was the point of the movie, the take away from it. It's anti-war and political movie, never mentioned. Cool. Okay, that was the first comment. Then she goes on. The movie was fantastic. Don't listen to this idiot. It is based on a 100-year war and the Battle of Agincourt's famous battle. The beginning is about an idealistic prince who is trying to break away from the older generation and is ruling his struggle. But this critic doesn't have a clue. See, it wasn't long. I felt it was fast. So she just keeps going and going and going. So eventually I just, it's fine. Then another guy goes, basically in the comments I talk about how like I felt like at times I could be playing Fallout or watching Spartacus instead. He didn't like that, and he pretty much goes, go back to watching grade C and keep the A grade content to people who can appreciate it. Spartacus, not watching any more of your reviews. Cool, bro, don't watch my reviews. It's up to you. You do what you want to do, bro. But then she carries on. Stephanie comes in. You should not be a critic. You have no film education or history. If you did, you would understand the movie. Maybe you are just stupid. Okay, I studied film. So you're just wrong. Oh, wow. Stephanie comes back and correct, he knows nothing. He is just noise. Thanks, Stephanie. I appreciate that. Oh, wow. It wasn't long. He just didn't get the movie's plot. See it? He is a fool. Thanks, Stephanie. Honestly, I remember when I was, the day after I posted this review, I kept getting notifications. And I honestly thought they were WhatsApps. And I'd look up and I'd go, oh, Stephanie just commented on my video again. Cool. And that was pretty much what just happened, like every 5 minutes. Ah, Stephanie, awesome. Stephanie, great. Okay, so now we're going to jump across to the movie Rattlesnake. And I love this comment. I really do. Dude, she was only driving a few hours, not across the USA. Only from A to B, as in 250 N or 400 M miles or 1,000 kgs, 1,200 kgs, get it. I don't know what you're saying. So only like a 3-he drive, give or take, Texas and Arizona and connected states. Not a fast tip. Also, I like it's a beautiful black mom. Awesome. Okay, okay, now we're going to jump to a very controversial video I made when I was busy talking about a few artworks that were made at one of the Curra schools. And the video was called, if I'm not mistaken, Jesus is a clown and Christians are a joke. Oh, okay, to be 100% honest now, I've had a ton of comments. We haven't gotten to the worst, in my opinion, the worst comments I've ever received, but this is probably the one that peeved me off the most. This one actually legitimately made me quite angry. And it was on the same video, the same one about Jesus. And it says, you are neither here nor there, born again Christian with a lukewarm message. Sounds like you were defending the right to not censor art rather than defending the gospel of Jesus Christ. This artwork should not be allowed, point blank. It's not a bad comment. It's not necessarily offensive or anything like that. I don't like being called a lukewarm Christian or that my message is lukewarm. I'm very passionate about Jesus, very passionate about Christ. And I just didn't appreciate that, to be 100% honest. Oh! This is the one I was just talking about. This is the comment that is actually like super heckies. Okay, so this was on a very sensitive video about Uyunene, and she was a girl that was unfortunately raped and murdered in a post office, and it actually like literally changed the climate of the entire country. Like there were protests and everything. I even filmed one of the protests. Emancipate Africa. Notification goes up now. And so in my video, I was very careful with the words I used, and I made very sure what the points I was making was. And the points I made were, rape is disgusting, I hate it, and I want everyone that does it to get the full penalties of the law. And then the other points I made was just that you shouldn't blame people that didn't do it. And at the time there was this whole hashtag men are trash. And I thought that was taking the country apart rather than bringing us together, because it was blaming an entire gender rather than blaming the actual guy that did it. And so I said, guys, let's not do that. Let's come together. And then I got this comment. I just have to say, from the bottom of my heart, you, Caleb, hashtag not all men, but definitely this one. She's basically putting me in the same caliber as a rapist, because hashtag not all men, meaning not all men are rapists, but definitely this one. Honestly, I'm not even, that one sucked. When I read that one really just, that one was a sucker punch to the gut. I won't even lie. I think this is we're nearing the end now, if I'm not mistaken. But this was just a nice little fun, innocent video that me and my friends made when I was still doing a lot more of my photography videos. And we did it along the Durban Promenade. And we got this comment. You guys are so full of yourselves. Saw zero of the prom. Majority of the video is the promenade. Awesome, Fred. Cool, guys. So those were just some of my more heckies hate comments I got. That's definitely not all of them. I've received a ton, but I'm not going to spend more than half an hour, flipping hell. I'm not going to spend more than half an hour looking at all of them. But guys, and honestly, I want to end this video by going, thank you. Thank you guys. You guys are the ones that made this possible. You guys are the best. You guys are awesome and I love you. I say this in all of my videos, but you guys are the best. You're awesome. If you guys have watched this entire video and you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do. That would be flipping awesome. And give this video a like. Please don't give me any hate comments on this video. That would be so ironic and so annoying at the same time. Like I think it would genuinely bum me out. But yeah, guys, I just really want to thank you. You guys are the best. You're awesome. I'll see you in the future. So guys, I know I usually shout out other channels at this stage, but I'm busy celebrating 1,000 subscribers, so I might as well celebrate you guys. So thank you. You guys get the shout outs. I remember getting 21 subscribers. Aaron was my 21st. Massive legend of a guy, but I had a guy message me over Instagram saying, shout me out. So this is for you, Daniel Rodriguez. This is your shout out, mister.